Hello Internet, I'm your mate, and it's time for a death battle! This time we have Lara Croft versus Nathan Drake. Now, as I should say with all of my reaction videos, please click a link in the description below to go watch the actual episode yourself. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff, then come back to watch this video. Okay. Good. Support the official release. Okay, so we have the Season 4 opener, a Battle of the Treasure Hunters. How do I know these two characters? I've heard of bits and pieces of them. Haven't played either of the games for reasons. Let's just leave it there. This goes without saying I am completely neutral in this fight. But don't mind who wins, I just look forward to seeing an awesome animation, and given that Torian's animating it, it's bound to be. Learning about these two characters, which I always enjoy. And, of course, finding out what's next and getting excited about that episode. But, of course, finding out about these characters through this that might entice me to play their games. Most noteworthy was last year when they did Tracer vs. Scout. I wound up playing Overwatch, and Tracer is my main, by the way. So, who knows? So, yeah, don't mind who wins, but a couple of friends of mine do want Nathan Drake to win. So, for their sake, I kind of hope he does, but I don't mind either way. So, anyway. At this point, I'm just going to shut up and hit play, because I really want to see this episode. Why do I keep setting the volume so damn loud before I start recording?
Sometimes an archaeologist needs a bit more than a shovel and brush, especially when they're on the hunt for the most legendary of treasure.
Of course.
If it were that easy, everyone would be doing it. The best treasure
Very
hunters
true.
are the ones with the brawn to match their brain.
Like Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider.
And Nathan Drake, seeker of the uncharted. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Like in the animation so far.
Most people spend their entire lives in pursuit of wealth, status, and power. But Lara Croft was lucky enough to be born into them. However, despite attending the best schools
her birthday
and
soon.
living in her own mansion, she was missing one crucial thing: adventure.
Man, rich people are always looking for some crazy way to help keep themselves entertained. But if you have a lot of money and you take a lot of trips, it's good odds that one of those trips is bound to go horribly wrong.
Of course, especially
And
if you're a
guess what?
protagonist.
It did.
Before she was even old enough to order a drink, a crash landing left her stranded in desolation. She had to learn for herself how to adapt and survive for over a week before returning to civilization as a whole new lady.
In whatever Tomb Raider timeline you're looking at, whether it's on an island or the Himalayas, Lara's destined to this life-changing fate.
I'm never getting on a plane with her.
Surprisingly,
That might be a good
Lara's
idea,
experience
actually,
left her
Boomstick.
far from traumatized. Instead, she was inspired.
What, Lara Croft is on this
by the
flight? I'm
thrill
out.
of perilous adventure. So she struck out on her own, seeking lost treasure across the globe to make a name for herself.
But Lara's no fool. So first she made sure she'd be ready for anything. She tracked
So
down
many
the
flips.
best teachers she could
Torian's
find
gonna have
to
fun
learn
with
her the
this.
ways of stealth, survival, and martial arts.
She became proficient in numerous types of firearms, and her martial art of choice appears very reminiscent to kickboxing. She can even fight while blindfolded.
Oh, that's
She's
gonna help.
basically Batman, who treasure hunts with guns.
Fair enough.
Speaking of which, Lara is famous for her trademark dual Heckler and Koch pistols. And I'm not talking about the things under her sweater, but she's also skilled with shotguns, assault rifles, submachine guns, even grenades. And she uses them to take down everything from armed thugs to T-Rexes.
Lara is also
I think my
skilled
friend
with
Dua brought that up,
compound
yeah.
bow, perfect for stealth kills.
And she's got enough trick arrows to make Green Arrow proud. She's got fire arrows, poison arrows, explosive tipped arrows, and even rope arrows for crossing gaps or grappling things.
Nice.
And while her climbing axe is supposed to be used for scaling up cliffs, you can imagine what the thing does to a human skull.
Oh.
Oh wait, you don't have to. Watch.
Oh, Jesus.
Lovely.
Gruesome murder aside, Lara's extensive training paid off in big ways. She's discovered the legendary blade Excalibur, the Philosopher's Stone, the Ark of the Covenant, Thor's hammer Mjolnir, and even
Seriously,
Bigfoot,
Jesus.
whom she also promptly killed.
Suck it, Sasquatch. She survived dinosaurs, the Kraken, a Chinese dragon, and she even found the long-lost Led Zeppelin song Stairway to Heaven.
Huh.
No. She found a literal stairway to heaven.
Oh,
Really?
damn.
Holy shit!
For a 132-pound woman, she's surprisingly strong. She's held up a heavy gate for 36 straight seconds while drowning. She
Jesus.
also regularly pushes around enormous boulders, like the giant blocks in the Pyramid of Giza. This makes her easily strong enough to, say, punch a man through a wooden beam.
Lara's also a crack shot. She can precisely tag multiple targets in less than a second, even if they're button-sized bolts or kunai flying through the air.
She's
That is
skilled
awesome.
enough to infiltrate and escape Area 51. She's
Oh.
tenacious enough to take a bullet in the heat of battle and keep fighting. And she's
That is
tough
impressive.
enough to dive off a 250-foot cliff into water with no injury whatsoever.
Huh.
The highest documented dive ever recorded is 193 feet.
Jesus.
But unlike Lara, this driver underwent weeks of preparation and still broke his collarbone.
Oh.
Hell, this girl can survive almost anything. When she was younger, she got impaled by a rusty metal spike and was still able to complete an entire adventure while in constant pain.
She wasn't even able to properly treat it. She had to cauterize it with a burning arrow tip.
That's
Oh.
hardcore. I think I found my next ex-wife. And then there was that
Okay.
one time she threw her climbing axe at a helicopter and it just exploded.
Yeah, the only logical explanation being she threw the axe into the chopper's air intake, shredded its internals, which caused a spark that reached its gas tank.
She made the helicopter explode with nothing but an axe. That girl's
That,
got one
yeah,
hell of an
that's
arm.
amazing.
I think we can all
I think I
agree
tried to do
Lara
that
is
in
a
Black
badass,
Ops with a
but
tomahawk.
She thinks so too, and can get a bit reckless.
If she gets too full of it, she could always find herself at the wrong end of a tree branch,
Jesus.
crushed by boulders, mauled by wolves, shot in the head, stabbed through the face,
Ugh.
all sorts of horrific fatal mistakes.
Even knowing that, the risk doesn't keep her from any of her bewildering adventures.
Don't you think you've seen enough?
I think I may have seen that clip thanks to Watch Mojo.
Sic Parvis Magna. To most people, these words hold little meaning, but for globetrotting explorer Nathan Drake, it's his life motto. Greatness from small beginnings.
And beginnings don't get much smaller than his. Little Nate spent half his childhood in a boys' home, where he was raised by nuns, picked on by bullies, and pretty much just hated on for every second of his life.
Nathan
Oh,
found
man.
solace in his fascination with history, particularly the explorer who found El Dorado, Sir Francis Drake. And like his idol, Nathan dreamed of one day escaping the orphanage to go on treasure hunts of his own.
And he did, with his big brother Sam. The treasure? They're dead mom's old journals about Mr. Drake himself.
Huh.
Turns out they were in some old lady's house, so they broke in, she called the cops, and then immediately died of a heart attack.
Oh.
Obviously not wanting to be caught trespassing and standing over a dead woman when the police arrived.
Yeah, that's not a
Nathan
good
began
situation
a
to be
life
in.
on the run.
Talk about shitty luck. Man, all he wanted was a book.
Fortunately, Nathan seemed born for the treasure hunter's life. He's exceptionally athletic, has encyclopedic historical knowledge, and can find a way out of almost any bad situation with his quick wit.
He'd make sure that everyone would remember the name Nathan Drake.
Alright, Nathan Drake.
After
Let's see what
several
you can
solo
do.
adventures, Nathan eventually teamed up with Victor Sullivan, a former Navy officer turned expert con artist. Sully taught Nathan the ways of combat, both with his fists and with firearms.
Good thing, too, because it seems like everybody out there wants to take a shot at Nate. He almost always has a 45 Defender or 9mm pistol on hand, as well as a couple grenades. Nate can
Yep,
rack
gotta
up the
use
body
them
count with
grenades.
just about any weapon he touches, including machine guns, shotguns, grenade launchers, and sniper rifles. Hey, when there's a literal army of bad
I
guys
don't think they
out to
brought that up
kill
for
you,
Lara,
you gotta
so-
become a one-man army yourself.
Ready
Says a
for
range
anything,
advantage there.
Nathan set out to follow in his idol's footsteps, and then some. He's discovered 5 lost civilizations, stopped multiple world-ending threats, and even unlocked the secret of El Dorado like Sir Francis Drake before him.
Nice.
Yeah, turns out it's not a city of gold, just a dead guy that turns people into zombies.
Oh.
Didn't see that one coming. Anyway, Nate wouldn't have done any of those things if he
yeah.
weren't physically fit for the job. He's strong enough to move boulders twice his size and hold up a 4-ton gate for 4 seconds.
Jesus.
He can
That
climb
is
huge
impressive.
cliffs with nothing but his fingertips and constantly jumps humongous gaps without needing a running start.
The
Jesus.
standing broad jump world record is 12 feet and 3 inches. In this instance, Nathan Drake was able to make a 19-foot jump from a standstill.
Whoa.
19 feet! And he's always clearing similar jumps throughout his adventures.
Nate's got hops, but he's also got an iron hide. The dude is constantly falling dozens of feet and just shaking it off. Like that time he did a 40-foot belly flop and got right back up like it was nothing. That could kill a normal guy.
Nathan Drake is nothing if not determined. When he found himself cornered on a train and bleeding out from a bullet wound, his solution was to simply blow the whole thing to oblivion.
What a convenient pile of propane tanks.
But of course, he survived the crash and even climbed to safety, despite having no way of knowing he'd get out of this whole mess alive at all.
On top of all that, look what he's wearing. It's freezing up there.
Actually, explosions generally seem to be his exit of choice.
Yeah,
like when he blew up a cargo plane while
seems like
flying
it.
over Saudi Arabia.
After surviving the trip to the ground, he wandered the desert for 2 straight days with 0 food or water.
How?
But even with all that, when he found a bunch of mercenaries who wanted to kill him, he was still able to fight them off. How is this guy real? What kind of deal did he make with Satan? Because he should know that that stuff comes with a terrible price. Believe me.
All of this just proves how careless and haphazard Nathan really is. This man rarely, if ever, has a plan for anything at any point. Nearly every moment of his life, whether he's in or out of danger, Nathan's philosophy insists that he simply roll with whatever punches come his way. When it comes down to it, much of his survivability can be chalked up to an abundance of good luck.
And also his
Good luck always
incredible knack
helps.
for improvising and adapting. Lucky or not, hundreds, if not thousands of bad guys have tried to beat him to some treasure and lost. It's good odds that if you go up against Nathan Drake, you're not just gonna lose that treasure, you're gonna lose your life.
What the hell did you do back there?
Oh, you know, save the world.
That's a good line.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But
Hang
first,
on,
I'm gonna tell you how to save your
and
relationship.
pause. Okay, so with everything they brought up, this seems like it seems like a tough choice for me to make. But this might be because I just heard about his stuff more recently, but I kind of want to say Nathan Drake is going to win. Mainly because, okay, they brought up that he uses a sniper rifle. I don't remember hearing anything about that with Lara, so, like, if they had to fight at range, I guess he'd have an advantage there. Also, they said he specializes in adapting to, like, every situation, so I guess he could, in theory, adapt to wherever Lara can throw at him, but... Well, then again, I don't think they brought up him having combat training, unless I missed that, in which case, I'm sorry. They did bring it up with Lara, so... I kind of want to shift to her now that I think about it. But then again, at the same time... I'm so conflicted right now. It's, Okay, they both have incredible endurance. Well, then again, they said when Lara got impaled, she didn't exactly get medical treatment for it. She just stuck with it the whole for the rest of the adventure. Nathan Drake's case, I'm not too sure because all I heard about it was... Well, then again, he was... Then again, I'm sure Lara was... I don't know. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna say Nathan Drake is going to win because they have me a little convinced that he may win this. So that's what I'm gonna stick with. If he wins, yay! If he doesn't, oh well. Again, congrats, Lara. So I'm just gonna resume. And where's the fight?
Damn, it's cold up here. Okay, let's try...
Oh, Oh, that was convenient.
Gotcha.
Stop. Turn around. Slowly.
Ah, crap.
Okay, I have a solution here. Just
I'm guessing
explain
the
that you're
whole
both after
finders
it.
keepers rule isn't gonna apply.
Cut the chit
Just-
chat. The Grail's coming with me. Either walk away or die right here. Choose
Just
wisely.
split 50-50. You're both
Okay,
good
Missy,
people.
First rule about me. I don't walk away.
Seemed like a long shot, but whatever. At some point, this is definitely going to go hand to hand. I feel like Lara might
I get to the gold
just...
at the end of the rainbow and somebody tries to kill me.
Oh, nice flip. Ooh. Oh, be more careful with your shooting. Ooh,
Scratch.
Do
very
you
nice catch.
know what you've done?
That's probably not good.
Probably not. No.
Okay, that's definitely not good.
No. Oh, nice save. Now you've just got to catch up to him. Resume the fight. And suddenly motorbike. Ooh. Ooh.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Have to do what I have to do.
Ah, crap.
Nate. He's not dead, is he? Oh, he just nicked a helicopter. Oh, wait, is she gonna throw the axe and it's gonna make it explode? Oh! He's fine. Oh! Never mind then.
Not a scratch.
Nice. Jesus.
Nice shot! Told you she had a good arm.
Lara and Nathan
I will admit that was an awesome way of ending the fight.
strength, durability, agility, and weapon skills, but Lara tended to have the edge in every category.
Both of them were way stronger than you'd think. Nathan shoved a boulder large enough to weigh 20 tons. That means he literally had the strength of 10 men.
But in Lara's case, she moved several limestone blocks used in the Great Pyramids. Not only did she move them much farther distances than Nathan, but given their size and makeup, these blocks should weigh over 27 tons each.
Oh.
Way tougher too, and has been through things that definitely would have taken Nate out.
Like when she was impaled by rebar, but was still able to accomplish everything necessary to survive a hostile island for a week. Nathan suffered a bullet wound in the same area of the body, and while he powered through the pain for a short time, he soon passed out and was unconscious while under intensive care for 3
Oh.
days.
Take my word for it.
Okay, I wasn't aware that he
Pretty
was
much everything you could
under
think of,
that care.
and I'd rather take a bullet than rebar any day. And that rebar thing happened when Lara was pretty young. Later, she got all sorts of combat and survival training from experts. Well, Nate was mostly self-taught, with a few pointers every so often from a con man. Also, when the pressure's really on, Lara manages to always keep a cool head. Much better than Nate.
So, you got a plan C?
Yeah, floor it. I'm getting on that train.
What are you, crazy?
Nathan Drake did just about everything by the seat of his pants, and eventually, luck always runs out.
Yeah, she was just too crafty for him.
The winner is Lara Croft.
Nice. Congratulations, Lara. That was a good pun,
Next
Boomstick.
time on
one.
Death Battle.
Alright, who's next? Okay. Scrooge McDuck.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our season
All right,
4
then.
premiere. I'm Ben, I play Wiz.
I'm Chad, I play Boomstick.
And next time we've got Scrooge McDuck versus... Well, you gotta find out by sticking to our Twitter, that's @ScrewAttack, or our Facebook official SA.
And if you want to
Okay,
first
then.
watch Death Battle, you can always become a first member by
Like
clicking
me.
the link in the description below and start a 30-day free trial. It's a great way to support the show. Thanks.
Alright, that was an awesome episode and great way to open Season 4. Loved the animation, the combat, the way that the fight was going was pretty awesome. And I can definitely say I did not expect that kind of kill shot. I mean, when he fell out of the helicopter, I was thinking, okay, he's injured, but they're going to continue the fight. Blades land on him. Didn't see that coming, but damn. And like I said in the explanation, if I had known like some of the other details, like how much the boulders did weigh, maybe that was in the sidebar and I missed it, I'm not too sure, then I likely would have picked Lara to win. And the same goes for the whole, like, after bullet wound and running through the... If they gave that information away right at the start, I imagine most people would immediately just think, Lara's going to win this. Like, no question. Just... That sort of thing. Just... Anyway, the next fight. Scrooge McDuck. But anyway, look forward to the next episode. Enjoyed this episode. But before I end this video, I've just got to somewhat advertise something. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm part of a podcast called Nerdbender. It's myself and my friends Richard Korokanobi, Duo Dreamer, and Spectral Star. We're doing one February 11th. Should be streamed live on Duo's channel with a very special guest. And I believe I'm just going to end the video here. So, thanks for watching, all of that stuff. Here's my Tracer outro. Bye.
Hello, loves. Tracer here. You've just watched a video by your only mate. Subscribe, like, comment, and check out his other stuff. Cheers, loves.